Salute everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I hope each and every one of you guys are having a blessed Saturday. Man, it is breast cancer awareness month. I got on my pink today just to represent the survivors, all the survivors, and also to represent all the loved ones that we have lost from that crazy battle of breast cancer. So please get you something pink to wear. I got my pink scarf. I've been having this scarf, you guys, for years now, but it just holds weight to me. So I was like, you know what? Get my scarf out. Got my pink and white Nikes on, my earrings. I just needed to be pinked out today. And I'm ready to walk to the movies after I get done with this live. And I'm ready to go enjoy um, my day with nature. I need some air and I want to get in tune with nature today. You know what I'm saying? And embrace the pink. So shout out again to all the breast cancer survivors, those that got to ring the bell, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all won. We won. You know what I'm saying? We will not let breast cancer win. Okay. So please take that walk. If you've lost a loved one, take that walk. If you have a loved one that's battling cancer, a friend, a cousin, it could be a coworker. Take that walk for them, okay? Show them that you care about the battle they're going through, just as if it was your loved one that was going through it, okay? So let me get my shout outs out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And again, I hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday. Thankful. Happy Saturday, sis, and happy belated birthday. Thankful's birthday was yesterday. So shout out to you, Thankful. Law Talk with Tone, you got a membership earlier. Thank you. Debbie Hicks, thank you for becoming a new member. Leslie Bean, Miss Lokia Justin, thank you. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, research, scholarship, and educational purposes. Salute TT, salute Goddess, little sis. Tammy, thank you, Adjuster, for the disclaimer. Hey, Nick Parker, Bernice, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Hey, Tammy. Yeah, please misspell all curse words, okay? Detroit's finest, how you doing, sister? Happy Saturday. I seen you get me on the comment section of the last video. Y'all know I just be waking up, like, just to say good morning sometimes. It just be me. Hey, Costa, happy Saturday to you. Venetia. Lulu, happy Saturday. Veronica, Wanda. She said, got my pink to support, okay? Barbie, what it do? Alicia, hey. Yvette, how you doing, Yvette? How you doing? Nicole Cooper, the walk has been life-changing for me. I met so many survivors. Let's go, Cap. Let's go. Hey, Mo J. Hey. Hey, Miami. Hey. Samad says, happy Saturday to you. We missed you earlier. Tanya J, happy Saturday to you, sister. Missed seeing you earlier too. Stephanie Webb, what it do? Happy Saturday. Hey. Hey, Betty girl. Hey. Sir the Ages, what it do? What it do? Lynn, hey. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Hey, Jacqueline girl. Hey. I still got pink and purple hair. Okay. Let's go, Veronica. Hey, Phoenix Marie, how you doing? Hey, Waverly sis, how you doing today? Um, so I've did a live about Trey Reed, 21 years old, going to Delta University down in Mississippi. They come, hey Tribal Levi, hey sister, hey Davita. They come and say to the world that he was stressed, he was depressed. He hung himself. Oh, the first one was he passed away in his room. Then the second one was the truth. He was hung in a tree. Not he hung himself, but he was, they said the second one was he hung himself. Okay, Veronica. And the story just didn't sound after listening to the police officer, African American police officer that was on the scene first and on the scene second. Thank you, Waverly. I just didn't see it. I just didn't believe it. I wasn't going. Hey, Levy. And lo and behold, I'm doing research and I come across a man by the name of Marquell Bridges. Marquell Bridges he had a choice of words, but that was respectable. And he said, no, this ain't that and that ain't this. But I do believe it was this. Marquell Bridges was boots on the ground at the college. Marquell Bridges was boots on the ground at the memorial service for Trey Reed. And he wasn't going. He talked to the room, he talked to faculty staff. But Marquell Bridges wasn't going. He just wasn't going. Neither was I. And I come across some research into Trey Reed's, and lo and behold, Colin Kaepernick. Shout out to you, Colin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me let him know I'm ready. The family wasn't going. Thank you, Kiara, for becoming a new member. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Lynn. The family wasn't going. Because, they had the police say, hey, this is what happened to him in his dorm. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. The family wasn't going. Hey, Young. Hey, Queen. They just was like, we've heard too many conflicting stories. So he didn't pass away. He was hung. Yes, Kiara. Hey. He was hung in a tree. He hung himself. But nothing could conclude what would make Trey Reed go to college, take a test that the roommate said, hey, Trey had turned in this test at 11. It was due by May. He turned it in at 11:57. Hey, Didi. What would make somebody that's ready to unalive themselves turn in a test at 11:57? I just can't see it. And you guys, I am an hour ahead of Marquell. And it's been a miscommunication. He was like, I said 3. I was like, but it's 3:00. He was like, I'm in Alabama. I said, oh shit, I apologize. So you guys give me a while to get Marquell up here, but I do want to cover some other stuff while I wait for Marquell. But Trey, Reed, I want to play where the police officer said that stated that he was on the scene first. He wasn't on the scene first, but yet second. How did the coroner even determine that Trey, it was no foul play? That's not what they do. The coroners are only to pick the bodies up and get them to the medical examiner. Yes, Detroit. You hear me? Great. I'm so happy for Colin. Colin has took a kneel. And it turned America upside down. They wanted to cancel him for taking a stance for something that meant something to him. They're always trying to shut African Americans down when they're trying to take a stance for what's right there. Something that means something to our future, of our history. They want us to leave history where it was in the past. And we're not going. We don't have to. Hey, Demetrius. Hold on, Young. We'll get to that. Thank you, Angel. They want us to leave history where it was in the past. Donald Trump is doing everything in his power to get rid of all books containing our history. History that is still happening today. It's a funny way of how history keeps repeating itself, but we are prone to forget about it. We're supposed to let go. Okay, Queen Butterfly? Yeah, Colin definitely stands for what's right, Cat. We need more like him. Y'all have to start reading about our history that's being erased. History that's being erased includes Trey Reed and what has happened to him. It's being erased. Let me read something that Marquell Bridges said. And shout out to Ben Crump. I cannot leave Ben Crump out of this. Shout out to Ben Crump. Hey, Miss TZ. Hey, TC. What this? And I'm gonna be covering Kyron Lacey on Monday. History again repeating itself. Yes, he is, Takasa. Hey, Simple. Happy Saturday. History repeating itself. I'm gonna play Kyron's body cam from the police trying to coerce the witness into saying that Kyron took his life. It so sounds repetitive. It sure sounds repetitive to me of history. History that you're trying to erase, Mr. Trump, cannot ever, as long as our skin is black, history will never be a thing of the past. I mean, I got things from Jasmine Crockett where he's waking up attacking her. She's being called ghetto monkeys and some more. You can't erase that. We are in present time of racism. Present time. Let me get to him. My responsibility to stand on truth and take the heat that comes with it. Because protecting impacted families is what matters the most. Opinions and insults don't shake me. The truth stands firm no matter who denies it. The second autopsy has revealed Trey Reed had blunt force trauma to the back of his head. Well, wait a minute. Shout out to you, Colin. Shout out to you, Colin Kaepernick. Hold on. The second autopsy has revealed that Trey Reed had blunt force trauma to the back of his head. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Now, Mr. Officer, I'm going to need you to the front of the podium again. See, this is what I was disgusted about, the blue covering for the blue people to repeat history. To repeat history. You stood in front of those cameras and you lied so much. I one thing about me, y'all know I listen to everything. Demeanors. You was even disgusted, sir. You was so disgusted. You didn't know that those news reporters was going to tear your ass up. And they was going to ask the good questions because shit wasn't adding up. 1 plus 1 wasn't equaling 2, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Nadine. 1 plus 1 wasn't equaling 2 around that motherfucker for them. I loved that newscast that was in there. That's what he said. What happened to the buckle, Mister? I was there first and I was there second. I said, well, how you gonna be there first and second? It doesn't make sense. It was so many inconsistencies where you were so uncomfortable that you couldn't even keep up. It took the white man, the dean, the president of the school to step in and let you catch your breath, to stir more lies and narratives for people to keep bringing their kids to this college where Trey Reed was hung in a tree, just a few miles away from what happened to Emmett Till. For Emmett Till's name, Mr. Trump will never die. It will never die. The same as Martin Luther King's, Malcolm X, the Black Panther Party. It will never die. Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, their names will never die. They may no longer be here, but their names are forever. He doesn't want that. He wants us to stop. He's not taking those books and those statues down for the blue people. No, no. That's for us. And unfortunately, Mr. Trump, we're not going. Now, erase what you want to know about African American history. But you can't erase what happened to Trey Reed. They cannot erase at Delta University what happened to Trey Reed. They want to. By telling the Mississippi people who has children, African American children going to the college, hey, it's not that here. He was stressed. He was depressed. Him and his girlfriend. Y'all try to make her a factor so much. It almost sounds believable to those that really don't look into things or really listen. You almost had me. And when I say he almost had me, I wonder if the girlfriend's going to speak out. I wonder what her story is. Let's talk about the young man hung the same day as Trey Reed. Can't forget about Corey, can we? See, it was two, not just Trey Reed. Once people forgot about Trey Reed, we was going to forget about Corey too. No. There's nothing to see here. That's how they used to do our African American men when they hung them from nooses back then. When bystanders would look and see. Because not all white people are racist. Let me state that. This world was built from African Americans for blue people to be racist, but not all turned out that way. But hey, who am I, I just want to stand on what's right. Because I have African American sons. And I remember telling some of the mods that my son loves wearing his hoodies. He loves walking through the alley to go to the store instead of the sidewalk where I can visibly see him walk to the store. And I said, one day you are going to be a Trayvon Martin. But I said, why do my son have to take his hood off his head? He shouldn't have to keep his life. Because the people that's supposed to serve and protect aren't anymore. I think that was just a statement to sound good to the police officers that they're supposed to serve and protect, and they're not. Because we had the black man who didn't serve and protect Trey Reed. Hey, Lovey. Hey, Latasha. We had a black man who didn't serve and protect his community when he got on a podium and lied about Trey Reed. Hey, Linda B. Right? Let me find a clip for you guys and let's play it and see what they had to say. Because now, sir, we need you to the front of the podium again to explain why your ass lied on that stand in front of that podium, in front of all them camera people. You knew exactly what happened to Trey Reed. You knew exactly what happened. Instead of standing on what's right, you lied. Y'all gonna hear a couple of things. I broke it down, but with him doing it again, um now Kaepernick is under fire for exposing the truth with Trey Reed's second autopsy. Hmm. White people are angry. These are the titles. White people are angry at Colin for exposing the truth. Hmm. Am I shocked? He turned the world upside down with that kneel. He turned the world upside down with that kneel. Fighting for something that's right. Fighting for a better America. Let me look at my archives, you guys, for my video. Give me a second, guys. Blunt force trauma. Hey, Born a Queen. Hey, Rhapsody. Wouldn't Trey have to have a chair to step to a place, a noose on a tree to get in it, a kick from the stool from underneath? Wouldn't the stool, the chair still be there where he was discovered? Exactly, Levine. Hey, Miss Douglas. How are you? Give me a second, guys. Just a second. Find this video. Hopefully. Been trying to keep up with all my messages, y'all, but sometimes I just don't do a good job. So excuse me for that. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I got so many stories in here. It's ridiculous. And it's another couple of stories I gotta shed light to. Subscribers have hit me up. And I'm going to touch on just let me see if this is it, guys. I gotta turn off so the music won't play so I won't get my video in trouble. So give me a sec. I'm gonna play some of these. Thank you, SPHJ. I'm just at the because I can't find it. Maybe if I look at my archive. um, I should have looked this up, you guys, a while back. Hopefully it's still here in my archives. I looked up so much. Do it say view all videos? Okay, let me see. Yesterday, Thursday. I looked up so much stuff. This is ridiculous. Now, had it been something negative, I'd have found this so quick. Um, Again, I apologize to you guys so much. And thank you for being patient. Mm. And salute to everybody that's coming in. Hey, folks, giving. Okay, I might be coming up on it. Trying to take my time so I won't overlook it. Because I definitely want to play the inconsistencies and want people that haven't heard so much about it to hear well, a lot of lies. And damn, I got all these damn videos and I cannot find what I need. Uh, 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 this is crazy. I'm trying, y'all. Coming. Give me just a second. And I know when I get off this live, I'm going to find that video. I'm going to find that damn video as soon as I am not looking for it. But there's some more, so I might just go with something else that I've kind of just came across and see what their thoughts into the matter are. Let's not take videos down there. Let's keep the videos up. Let me see if I type it in this way. I think I got it. Okay. I think I got it, guys. Hold on, guys. Come on, phone. Don't do this. Don't try to distort it now, because I played it on my live. I still got it, but it sounds a little distorted. It doesn't sound like what I played, but it's the same video. But yeah, they definitely distorted, because I want to hear what y'all just heard now. And I want you guys to hear the distortedness. And I typed in Trey Reed's conference. Hello, Lizzie. The video is so distorted. It is so I'm so disturbed right now because I put in Trey Reed's conference. Thank you, Rhapsody. I'm not gonna put this person out. He got the autopsy he was reading, and they mad because the football players paid for it. It was only one football player that paid for it. That's Colin Kaepernick. So I don't know who else they're saying paid for it from your end, Leslie. But yeah, definitely. Okay, I think I got it. I think I found it. Us to talk to in the event of an emergency next of kin. And I'll say for those of you who are not used to how universities work, I'll take a moment to explain. When a student comes to this university or calls any university in America, they fill out a contact form. This applies to Trey Reed and applies to every other student in the state. The student chooses who to indicate is their personal contact. The student tells us their next of kin. What got me with his ass, whether he's the president or the dean, I don't give a fuck, really. It was the pointing out the shit that didn't matter. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes of it. What happened to Trey Reed? Where's the video that y'all said in this conference that now never existed? Ooh, y'all got some splaining to do. It was Colin Kaepernick's foundation, Leslie Bean. I mean, you were welcome to go back and look. They're not saying, hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers Foundation, Colin Kaepernick has a foundation. It is Colin Kaepernick's foundation. It's not football players' foundation. It's strictly Colin Kaepernick's foundation, Leslie. You might want to go back and look it up again. But when Marquell pulls up, I'll ask him, was it multiple football players and stuff. You don't see any other players. You don't see a team connected to the second autopsy. You strictly just see Colin Kaepernick's name with the foundation. Nobody else, not even his team that he plays for. This is definitely just his foundation.
Jackson's breaking news leader, 16 WAPT.
Hold on, guys. I don't know what happened.
We do have breaking news this morning. Delta State lead.
He told us who he wanted us to talk to in the event of emergency, and that's what we continue to do. And I go ahead and say that I recognize that there is family, and some family are not the names that Trey gave us. I'm so sorry. We are sharing all the information.
But listen to what he's saying. Of course, they want to know what happened to their loved one. Yeah, I know some of you guys in Trey's family want to know what happened, but hey, he filled out an emergency contact form. They want to talk about the forms, but they don't want to talk about the truth. Pay attention. Pay attention. Hey, Mom, dude.
We can. And
right, Detroit's finest.
Continue to work through the people that this student chose. When he put his name on that form and he said, who do you want the university to contact in the event of emergency? And that's the kind of protocol that almost every university in America would follow. And if we do not follow this protocol, I don't think we're being respectful to the choice the student made. In other matters, I will go ahead and say that the university continues to completely cooperate with multiple law enforcement agencies represented behind me. And that in every request regarding information, regarding evidence, regarding anything connected with this incident.
If the coroner, not the medical examiner, y'all already diagnosed what happened to Trey off the corner before he even had an autopsy. Thank you, Tanya J. Y'all got to remember, they was already saying what happened to him before an autopsy was ever done. So I was like, well, how the hell is it an investigation and ongoing?
We have been fully forthcoming and will continue to be so. And lastly, I want to say...
So this one is cool. You basically connect...
Veronica, I don't know who Dave is. I don't know. Trey Reed wasn't married, so I don't know the Dave story. I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell they got to do with Trey? Yeah, they're lying. They're definitely lying. Hey, Copies.
That we have to think about our losses and we have to think about our current students. So we are simultaneously grieving.
He said we have to currently think about our other students. Yeah, don't say. Why do you currently have to think about your other students? Because they're grieving or because you know that something happened? Now that I got the second autopsy results that it's blunt force trauma to the head, you was talking about the safety of the other students.
Simultaneously processing, and I think every minute about Trey. But I also have to think about my 2,800 other students and protect them as well. In that regard, we've been very...
He said, I got to think about my other students and protect them from what? They're telling without telling. Protect them from what? Trey did this to himself. Let you guys tell it. Trey unalived himself. So protect them from what? If you go back and you just listen really good, you will hear the inconsistencies.
Very grateful that we have had increased law enforcement presence on this
Absolutely,
campus.
Latasha.
And unfortunately, that's because this campus has received threats. And my message to that regard would be, we have students here. They came here to get an education. And folks who threaten you.
Trey came to get an education. They was threatening the young black woman that was speaking about Charlie Kirk. Is Trey's life any less than anybody else's? I think not. Hey, Erica. Hey, Kimberly. I'm confused about this conference. Right, Latasha? Students are getting threatened about somebody unaliving themselves?
Institution are hurting students. And we don't want that.
Okay,
It's
Miss
supposed to
Minnie.
be a place where students come to feel safe and to learn. That's our mission, and
Right,
that's what we
folks,
continue to do. With that, I will turn this over to Chief Peeler, who will address the investigation.
Yes, Leslie.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Here comes the liar.
Delta State University Police continues to mourn the tragic loss of Trey Reed. Our hearts remain with his family, friends, and all who are affected during this deep.
Let me show y'all who's giving it while y'all listening.
Following the discovery of the deceased on campus on Monday morning, and the release of Bolivar County Coroner's official statement, his body has been transported to the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's office. The chief medical examiner began conducting a full autopsy this morning. Preliminary results are expected to be available within the next 24 to 48 hours. This joint investigation remains active, and the Delta State University Police is in full cooperation with all agencies involved.
How was it still an investigation, sir? Y'all already deemed it suicide, right? The coroner said, oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong here. He just hung himself. Yeah, we're going to get him to the... And you guys ran with it and told that family those lies. Y'all told the family those lies. Hey, True. Hell yeah, co-piece. Mm-hmm.
This is an isolated incident. Due to the support of the state.
He said that you heard him. It's an isolated incident. You ought to be ashamed. You are a disgrace to the African American race at this moment in time. All that we have fought so hard for, he is a disgrace to the African American race.
And local law enforcement and the increased law enforcement presence here at Delta State, there are currently no active threats to the campus. And
the dean said it was threats. He comes back and say there's no active threats. So the dean had to come back and clean that up. The Negro is overstepping his boundaries. I said it's active threats. How dare you go up here and say there's no active threats? You're supposed to say there's nothing wrong with Trey Reed. It was a single accident. Now you're overstepping your boundary, Negro. Mm-hmm.
University remains a safe environment for students, faculty, and staff. Delta State Police, in conjunction with the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, Bolivar County Sheriff's Office, and Cleveland Police Department, plans to provide another update once preliminary findings are released and the university officials have met privately with the next of kin. Out of respect for those grieving, we ask for continued patience and compassion as this investigation proceeds.
Continue patience and compassion. You had no compassion when you got up there and lied on national TV. I'm so disgusted. I'm disturbed.
Again, we extend our deepest condolences to those impacted by this tragedy. Support services remain available for anyone in need of assistance. And again, this deeply saddens us. He's one of ours.
Did it deeply sadden you to lie? I mean, it's the fake condolences from you, sir. It's the fake condolences from you, sir. And you can't clean that shit up by coming saying, I didn't know. You should have just shut up. I'd rather shut up than lie. I can't do that. Find someone else. But now you have my deepest condolences to what Trey did to himself.
So our hearts go out. We mourn as well. At this time, are there any questions?
Chief, Martin Scott, Fox 13 News in Memphis. First question that comes out is, how was the statement foul play has been ruled out so soon? You just said a preliminary coroner's report hasn't even been released.
Thank you for your question.
He said, how is the statement from y'all that know that there's been no foul play when you just said out of your mouth that y'all haven't even got the autopsy back yet? I appreciate your question. Listen to the lie.
Again, the statement was initially, at this point, we didn't believe or have evidence of foul play.
We didn't believe or have evidence of foul play was his response. Oh, now we're going off of beliefs. We're not going off of facts.
If you think your child may have autism, it's important.
Chief Ross Adams, 16 WAUT in Jackson. You talk about in the initial report about a no foul play. Did you personally put your eyes on the student's body and how do you make a determination by making a physical observation without having any knowledge about what happened to that person's body?
Well, with the combined effort of Delta State Police, Cleveland PD, Baltimore County Sheriff's Office, yes, did we lay eyes on the student? I did. I was there.
Did we lay students on the officer? We did. I was there. You ought to be ashamed. Ben Crump is going to drag them up through there. And I'm going to sit back and love it. I love a victory for what's right. I love a victory for justice. I'm going to love this victory to show America how much racism is still standing in Mississippi. The same way the young black man got hit by that truck and that man went home. They picked him up. He's got weed in the truck and everything else, and he just walks right out that station. Family left, African American family left with no son, no answers. And this ain't his first hit and run, huh? Why he gets to go home and relax and kick his feet up, keep smoking his weed and keep drinking his beers. He left a young black man deceased. No consequences. No harm, no foul. You know, he just had a little bump in the road. A bump in the road that took a child's life. Pay attention. Wake up.
First on the scene. And then again, it's an ongoing investigation.
He said, I was first on the scene. See, when you're under pressure, the truth starts to spill out. Throwing poop in our faces and telling us it's chocolate, man, we ain't going. Right, Tarsha?
Okay, you're answering my question, and you're including all these different agents. I'm asking about you, the head of the organization.
Again, I was there. I was the second officer from my department on the scene.
In the same breath, y'all, He said, I was there. I was the second officer from my team on the scene. Wait a minute. Thank you, Yadi Buki. You just said you was the first one there. Now you're second. Hey, Brandy. See, you should have just shut your mouth. You should have stood for what's right versus lie. And it's a young man's life gone over some racist people. I get sick and tired of our African American people being a puppet over lives that have been taken and not standing in truth. Or just, I'd rather for you not to say nothing at all. Yes, Detroit. I'd rather for you not to, man, I just rather for somebody to be quiet versus sit in front of this family's face and tell a lie to these people. Something so gruesome. Something so gruesome. This boy so wanted to go to college. He was so excited. Hey, Noel. Trey was so excited to go to college. His sweetheart from youth, not high school, not middle school, not elementary, from youth, asked him to go to this college. He obliged. And they want us to think that, hell, we go through shit as adults. I'm depressed. I'm stressed. But do I feel like I want to go and hang myself from a tree? No. This is called life. We all live it and go through it. We all fall out with our boyfriends, our girlfriends, and guess what? We're sad. Hey, Crow Cotton. Hell, I'm sad. And I still smile through that. Thank you, Miss Douglas. Do y'all get what I'm saying? That's called life, not reason. Life, not reason. Now he turns his homework in. Right, Venetia? He did, fucks giving. Turns the test in at 11:57. They didn't even know the cause of death. They didn't even know the time. The girlfriend and some of the friends on campus looked for Trey and they saw no one. And they went right past this area. Look into the Mississippi State DP of Justice and see how a lot of public officials and wardens and other high places are under investigation. I will.
Yesterday,
thank you, Sean Watkins.
Trey's grandfather said that the first call he received, the officer told him that Trey was found in his room. But then the next call he received,
he said the first call the grandfather received that Trey was found unalived in his room. Now he's getting to the second call.
They said he hung himself. Can you explain that discrepancy?
Yeah, I don't have any knowledge of many calls that the grandfather received. I know I did speak to the grandfather for the next of kin, and outside of that, I can't answer what calls he received and who he received it from. Chief, any videos?
He can't recall. I talked to the grandfather. You're the chief. You don't know? That's strange. Because I thought things go through you. Who went over your head and made that phone call?
There have been reports of alleged videos. There are videos.
Okay, Brandy. Thank you.
They're in the hands of the investigative team. Right now, Cleveland PD is leading the investigation. This is our investigation, but they're leading in the investigation.
So there was some else video that captured what happened to Trey on campus at the time of his death?
I can't speak of that at this moment. Again, there is video.
Hold on. He said, so there is video that captured Trey's death. He said, I can't speak on that, but there is video. Hey, Aunt Natty. But as I had Marquell Bridges up here last week, giving us an update about Trey, now they're saying there's no video. I want you guys to hear this again. He just said there's video.
Did we lay eyes on the student? I did. I was there. One of the first on the scene. And then it's an ongoing investigation.
Okay, but when you're asking my question and you're including all these different agencies, I'm asking about you, the head of the state.
Again.
He said, I'm asking my questions, but you going around talking about different agencies. He said, the news reporter said, but I'm asking questions and you're going all around the question. Talking about all these different. He's saying to you, sir, what I asked you ain't matching to you answering. You're talking about this agency, that agency, but he didn't ask you that. He didn't ask you who's on the case.
I was there. I was the second officer from my department on the scene.
Yesterday, Trey's grandfather said that the first call he received, the officer told him that Trey was found in his room, but then the next call he received, and I'm quoting him, they said he hung himself. Can you explain that discrepancy?
Yeah, I don't have any knowledge of many calls.
How did the chief not have? I don't recall. I don't have the knowledge. Right, Latasha? It is crazy, Brandy. Right, fucks given. Yeah, you great here. Fucks given. Listen. Because Marquell Bridges is boots on the ground with the family to get answers. There's no video, sir.
My father received. I know I did speak to the grandfather for the next of kin, and outside of that, I can't answer what calls he received and who he received them from.
Chief, do any videos?
Right, Ms. Douglas.
There have been reports of those videos.
There are videos, and they're in the hands of the investigative team.
He said there are videos, and they're in the hands of the investigative team. Wait. How did those videos disappear to where it's no videos? Y'all don't want to show who did this to Trey. Y'all are trying to erase what happened to this young man, and it's a no. It's a oh no. See, you forgot what you said on the stand to the news reporters that's getting across to American people all over the world. Now they're changing it. Salute, Nikki. They can't get their lies straight. He's trying to think of what to say without saying what actually happened. Corruption at his finest. You better know it, Missy.
Right now, Cleveland PD is leading the investigation. This is our investigation, but they're leading in the investigation.
So there was surveillance video that captured what happened to Trey on campus at the time of his death.
I can't speak of that at this moment. Again, there is video.
I just want y'all to hear that. There is video. Chief, you got some splaining to do. I told y'all I'd be our own kind every time. This young black man being positive and doing positive things and going to college. He wasn't out here in the streets gangbanging, selling narcotics, robbing people like the rest of these young ones. Yes. Hey, honey, 5K. Well, it sounds like they're lying about the whole case protecting the school's image. They are. And theirs.
But it's still, the investigation's ongoing.
Is there surveillance video that would capture what happened in that area where his body was found in the phone calls?
Again, there's a video out there, and we can't speak to that at this moment. It's still an ongoing investigation.
There is video. He said it 3 or 4 times. There is video, but we just can't speak about it at this time. It's still under investigation, but you guys forgot You already said there was no foul play. You guys already forgot before it was autopsy. Y'all concluded it was suicide.
Can you talk about the threats that were made to campus that you received? A three-part Providence Falls special.
Just the fact that again emotions are rising, people are calling, and I don't have a specific threat yet, but again the threats.
He's stuttering. He's caught up. I don't have any threats. There's no threats. But I mean, hey, you just said there was no threats. Now I don't know. Hey, 80s. I thought you just said there was no threats. When they asked you about the threats, because they like, well, the dean just got up here and said there's some threats.
Phone calls that staff and students are receiving, but specific threats, I don't have those.
Could we get President Ennis to?
Now specific, he said, but specific threats. No, a threat's a threat. Whether it's specific or not. You just said there was no threat. Now you don't really know. Hi, Sanji, baby. Talking in circles because they can't justify their lies and forget. Yes, Detroit.
To address those specific threats.
Tanya J, exactly.
The increased law enforcement, and can you tell us the nature of the threats that have been?
So we will defer to law enforcement regarding whether these threats are credible. Right now, the law enforcement behind me and those.
He said they're looking through it to see if the threats are credible. Wait, I thought he just said there's no threats. Look at his hand, y'all. Let me show y'all. This is, look at him. As this white man is saying there is no threats, look at him. What's wrong? What happened? Why are you looking like that? Wash your hands on your head, sir. What happened? What's going on? Talk to us. You got some splaining to do. Not explaining, some splaining. Know it and note it. He's got some splaining to do. That's what they said.
Warning the Delta State have declared the campus remains safe. I don't need to point you all to people on social media saying things about this campus, some of which sound true. We hope that they would stop entirely. Law enforcement will determine if anybody is really a credible threat to the campus. They can run down names. They can figure out if someone is simply being a troll online or whether there's somebody who might actually take action. At this point, we don't have any credible threats that I'm aware of, and law enforcement will let me know. But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt when someone calls the office and says that this is a terrible place and that people should be hurt.
That's a threat.
That's just empty threats, but offices, phones are ringing, and unfortunately, and I'll go ahead and say this, by many universities, our phones are manned mostly by student workers. So can you imagine a student worker, 19-year-old sophomore who's got a part-time job answering an office phone, a totally normal thing on a college campus, picks up the phone and someone uses profanity and says something that implies violence. So we have had to change our whole protocol regarding answering the phone, and the same for online posts. And looking to balance between free speech, people can of course get online and say what they want, and protecting our students and faculty and staff. So I reiterate what the chief.
Is it a threat or not? Y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all sending mixed messages to the American people, the families of the children on campus. You're definitely sending mixed signals. Not cool. To all the families down there with students, you guys really need to rethink some stuff.
Our law enforcement experts are following every lead, and they're analyzing every post and every phone call to see if it's a credible threat.
Sir, Martin Stone, Fox 13 Memphis. In the current climate, in the dismantling of PPI programs across the country on college and university campuses, how would you describe the state of race relations here at Delta State?
What if
just wasn't invested.
In the student body.
Thanksgiving, exactly.
One of the things I love about Delta State is what America should be. I've got 40% African American.
He said that Delta State is what America should be. No, sir. No, sir. Hanging African American men from a tree. No, sir. Sorry. I mean, is he okay? Is he okay? I mean, what? Not what America should be.
Students, and they eat and play and work and learn beside white people. And yeah, there's always tensions in every college campus. There's always disagreements. I was in the gym the other night playing pickup basketball. I know it's hard to imagine, but and the pickup basketball just happened to be 3 white guys, one of which was me, and 3 black guys, and that was not remarkable. That was not unusual on this campus. I'm not saying it's heavy, but
Yeah, I was playing basketball. It was 3 white guys, 3 black guys. That wasn't remarkable. That's just. What in the hell does that have to do with Trey Reed? And you guys sitting up here in front of these news cameras telling lies? Nothing. Cleanup is nasty work.
saying I can walk into my cafeteria right now.
Thank you, Missy.
And see black people and white people eating together. I walk into my classroom on Tuesday morning, and I didn't count heads, but my classroom looked like America. And so I can't speak to the hearts of how individual students are reacting to this. I can say that my heartbreak is comprehensive, not just for Trey, although it is primarily for Trey, but for the fact that the rest of the world has an impression of Delta State that is so at odds with what I know to be this institution. This institution should not be associated with hate or hate crimes. If people knew this.
Yes, this is so much a hate crime. Pay attention to the cleanup, y'all. This is the cleanup. This is a hate crime. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. I don't know what he's talking about. This is very much so a hate crime.
Place, they look at it and say,
thank you, Samar, for being a member for 4 months. Thank you, sister.
America was more like Delta State University.
Yes, Sanji.
And we'll continue to be that in our little community, and the rest of the world will not know the joy and the grace of people living and working together and respecting each other. I'm not going to speak to a larger issue, DEI. I'll say we should live in a world where we don't need anything but decency and respect. And I feel that at this place or I wouldn't be here. Richard Wright. And those of you from out of state, you should know that Mississippi has produced extraordinary authors, and Richard Wright is one of the best from Natchez. Richard.
No, we don't want to hear about Mississippi. You're lying. You're lying. Let me see. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I told him I could call him if it works better for him, just to kind of see what's going on and stuff, I don't know. I don't know what to say to students that's paid their money. Because kids don't pay their money, their tuition into this college. And that's a lot. If you've been to school, you know about student loans and, things like that. And it's not easy for these kids to go to college, not even adults. But to go to college to better themselves and make something of themselves is a lot. We send them off scared because we want our children to be safe. We want them to be the best that they can be, but safely. Not fearing for our children's lives. I can only imagine how the black parents feel at Delta. And I do mean not just because of Trey, it's because of the lies that's been told. Because they know if they lie about Trey, what they're going to do about yours. Do they think they're going to be honest? They had a song about the cleanup woman, but this man is totally different type of cleanup man. He's made so many verbal turns in circles talking that come on, Sanji. They tongue should be in a knot. Yes. Right, Rhapsody. Y'all can't fix this. Not even with a change of words that they said on that day can they fix this for Trey and his family. Y'all can't fix that. That's their problems. Not thinking. Not really caring. Let's be honest. Because they would have never told a lie if they cared. They care about money. Money pouring in to keep that school going. Yes. They don't care about Trey. They don't care about the next African American student that's in Trey's class. It's about money. Money over Black Lives Matter. It's going to be hidden, They'll never know. It's another story that they just didn't think was going to get big. They thought they was going to shut African Americans up. Nothing to see here, like they said. There's nothing to see here. Now let's move on. Let's not make this a race thing. I just played basketball with 3 black guys. Y'all know one thing when they racist and shit. Y'all ain't never heard. I got black friends. When some shit happens, they always bring up a black moment. They get out before it's too late because it's not going to change and they don't care. They have proven that. Yes. Yes. Anna Bryan, of course. Hey, Valerie. I played gym with 3 black guys, That wasn't remarkable. That's just what happens here at this school. You don't say. You don't think that we're not going to see some black people and white people playing sports together. You just don't say. Are they okay? They caused irreparable harm to his family and the student's reputation, stating it had nothing to be concerned with. How irresponsible. I hope they get legal. Yeah, Ben Crump's on it, Sanji. They got Ben Crump, baby. They just had a meeting with the family. Oh, yeah, they're getting justice. Ben Crump is on it. Hey, Kiwana. I know you pray for it every day. There's no fixing over a child's life that void always, yeah. And when it's lies behind it, Tanya J, when it's lies behind your child's life, that y'all just, damn. It's like getting hit again. Trey's family is being hit again. I was raised around white people, the ones that say I'm not racist. I have a black friend. Yep, they're racist. Yeah, Yvette, always. Thank you, Davita. Happy Saturday to you. Ben Crump is on this. They just had a meeting with the family. Are you guys fixing it? And the Black Panther, yeah, Leslie. Are they fixing it? You can't fix this. I mean, you can't bring Trey back. They can't go and erase the lies that were said to the news to circulate around America. Time after time, you guys lied. Even when questions that made sense arose, y'all circled a bag, y'all deflected. Y'all told the people all they need to know. They was up there interrogating the fuck out of them. He said, but you just said, well, I thought you just said that you. I hope they stick it to who did this. The autopsy people too. Yeah, Gigi. It is, Leslie. We have to talk about the autopsy people too. Again, shout out to Colin. Shout out to Colin, because, baby, we wouldn't be here with the truth. That's why Merkel's mad at him. They're mad because he's ready to bring a young African American man justice. He's ready to bring out the corruption of Delta University. The still giving racist truth in Mississippi. Uh-huh. I'm so glad that the truth has come out. No matter, they tried. Thank you, Valerie. Didn't they try so hard? The only way the family can heal, they need to leave no stone unturned and take a deep dive. Hey, Young, they got Ben Crump again. Ben Crump is on their necks. He is. If you gotta ask, they are not okay. Nah, just listen. I mean, anytime lies coming, any of us, we lose a child, we want answers. We lose any loved one, but this is our child who's being hung in a tree. And y'all have lied as officers. You're not serving and protecting. You're lying. And each time they told a lie, Trey's family got hit again. They just buried him. Each time a lie gets uncovered, they're hit again with grief. You got the coroners involved. This black police chief who just doesn't recall anything, but he was there, covering up. They said he died in his room, but yet he was hung from a tree. You guys said no foul play, but the autopsy says different. So guess who we need to look into next? The medical examiner. Because he can't have blunt force trauma to the head and you not see it. They would have done better saying nothing rather than to say this. That's what I said, Gigi. Racism is so deep in Mississippi to the point that people that live there is immune to it. And it's sad, Kiwana. You are so right. Okay, Born a Queen. If he was on live in his room, how'd he get to the room? But he wasn't in the room. The police told him that. That was smack in the face lie number one. Y'all said it was video. Now they're telling the family there's no video. Smack in the face number two. That makes me even madder when they use the black men. It does, Gigi. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick that he stepped to the podium and shows y'all how controlled the system is. We really have to wake up. It's not about the blue people. Because the blue people are over the puppets. The puppets are African Americans. It's our African Americans that's the puppets. They've been getting away with it for so long. They done messed up now. Too long. Too long, Detroit. Too long. I don't think Marquell's going to be able to come up. I hit him up and asked him if I could get at least a phone call with him. He said he's trying to get the kids situated. I don't want to waste you guys' time today. It is Saturday. It's beautiful outside. I just wanted to bring you guys updates that Marquell Bridges did state. You can follow him on Facebook. His name is spelled right there in the title. So that's his Facebook name and stuff for further updates on the Trey Reed story. But he definitely confirmed that it was blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Pray for our people. Pray for our people. This has been going on longer than we know. Everybody's story just doesn't get the traction. Okay? They've been getting away with it for so long. They done messed up. Yeah, Detroit. That's what they mean. Money is the root of evil. When you are okay with wrong just to keep your job. Mm-hmm. Hey, the Secret Rug, thank you. And you guys, update my backup channel. You can get memberships there. You can get a membership on a backup channel. Man, I'm so excited. God is good. God is good. You know, he will not forsake you. Know that, okay? He will not forsake you. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Don't forget it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I got lost with my words. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, guy. Wear something pink this month. Wear anything pink. It could be some pink earrings, you know, a pink shirt. It doesn't matter. Anything pink to let someone know that's battling a breast cancer that you care. Someone that's lost a loved one due to breast cancer that you care. You see them, you know what I'm saying? I see you. I know you're battling, and also let them know they're strong, that they got this, that we will not let this poisonous disease take us out. Fight with them, not against them, okay? It's one hell of a fight. Again, and never forget he comes, on time, not our time, but God always on time. That's what he said. He would never leave us or forsake us. Yes, he did, Davida. Man, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for pouring into me today by just being here. And things. Prayers up. Can y'all drop some prayer hands? Justice for Trey Reed. Nothing but prayer hands for Trey Reed's family. For they are going to need everybody's prayers and loving arms wrapped around them, because they're going to be in one hell of a fight for answers. We know what it is. They using our own kind to take us out. They're using our own kind to be a puppet. Thank you, love you too. Our own kind, guys. And we're allowing it. We're stepping up to podiums. We're getting in front of cameras. And it is lights, camera, action with nothing but lies. Trey suffered a horrible death. And for what? Speaking up, protecting a black sister from being attacked. From being attacked. His life is gone. His family will never get him back. Thank you, just listen. His family will never get Trey back, even with answers. Those people will forever feel this. Right. Davida said it's to the point we can barely trust anyone. Right. We are living in scary times. This is the time when you talk to your children. Education is a must on our history. It is. Keeping their third eye open on these situations. Man, shout out to y'all again. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Thank you guys so much again for supporting me. Thank you. And I know This will mean everything to Trey Reed and his family to know that they have worldwide support standing behind them. We will not let this rest. We will not. We don't have to. Even though they want us to, we don't have to. I'm gonna reschedule with Marquell. He's waiting on some things, and some things just ain't going right, which is fine. Which is fine. Because I'm standing behind Marquell. I'm standing behind this family. And we're gonna get justice. We're gonna get justice, you guys, for a lot of our young African American men's lives that's being taken so abruptly and unfortunately. For hate. Over hate. Go love. Throw some love in the air. No hate. That's all we do is hate. We hate our own kind so much. I already know why they hated us. I get it from my black people all the time. I wouldn't know what to feel to get the white hate too. Because the black hate just, whew, it moves the soul different. It shakes you. And everybody, we come together. Man, we'll never come together. We hate each other and we don't even know each other, but people will hate you. If that's not scary to y'all, I ain't never robbed you, nothing. Slept with your husband, you know what I'm saying? Hit your kids in their mouth for nothing. And I get hate, so I can only imagine when a white motherfucker hates you. Jesus. Jesus. It'll be like a Trey Reed. These days, it's the media outlets that's actually forcing them to do their jobs. Otherwise, it'll be, they own that shit. Fuck's giving. They own it. They're on it. I loved them. They asked some good questions, unlike the one with, our girl Nasiah Harris. But everybody, they come from a place where a lot of stuff's being brushed under the rug. So you got to start getting from both perspectives, Shout out to you guys and thank you. Hey, JJ, girl. Y'all, we need more than just prayer warriors. We got to start getting active. And I do mean active. And we have to start speaking up. If you see something, speak up. Don't be a puppet. Don't watch someone lose their lives and sit back and do nothing. Because we never know if that knock will be at our door. Salute everybody. Thank you so much for pulling up. Have a good
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are. Bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view. With a voice so smooth and a smile so bright, she's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her with every upload. She's making a change, bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true, Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop and stay while you feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an act too strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard, asking all the questions, never missing a word or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. So here's to Miss Parker, the star of the show, bringing light to the world everywhere she goes. Tune in, stay tuned, you'll never be the same. Miss Parker, remember the name. Miss Parker, remember the name. So